Hey, welcome back. Danielle and I are joined today by our favorite nutritionist, Dr. Janet Brill. Hi, Dr. Janet. How are you?
And but I think women, they want to be able to make healthy, nutritious, and delicious appetizers at home.
Well, what's interesting is that you're promoting appetizers, because I always thought that's a way to fill up on bad stuff before the good meal comes. But
But it doesn't have to be bad stuff. It can be really healthy, good, low-calorie stuff, and that would be with rye crisps. And all of them come with quite a bit of fiber, 2 to 3 grams of fiber per serving, which is 2 crackers. So if you eat 4 crackers, you're going to get in about 25% of your total daily fiber requirement,
wow,
which is quite a bit.
Good for us. But why is fiber good for us, Janet?
Well, actually, Americans need to bump up their fiber intake because we just don't get enough, and it's good for your digestive system, it's good for preventing heart disease, but not only that, it's good for weight control. The best thing that you could do is eat a high-fiber diet because it fills you up. This one has salmon. We all know that salmon is incredibly nutritious. It's filled with that really healthy omega-3 fat. So again, another relatively low-calorie appetizer that's delicious, filled with fiber. I think people need to know that carbs are not fattening. It's too many calories is what's fattening, and that carbs are actually the basis of a good, healthy diet. So we want to eat the good carbs,
especially
the whole grain,
like these rye crisp crackers.
Whole grain carbs.
Is that a bruschetta?
And what's on this one? Do we know? This looks
yes,
great.
I think that's red cabbage, and a cruciferous vegetable, which is anti-cancer, very, very good. But one thing you need to know about these new, the new multigrain is that they have an extra gram of whole grain. So instead of 12, they have 13 grams per serving, which is a lot.
And here today, once again, is Dr. Janet Brill, author of Cholesterol Down, famed nutritionist.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the superfruits besides Danielle?
Well, we have pomegranate, which is so popular these days.
It's in everything, isn't it?
It is.
Why?
And, well, because it is a superfruit, and it is just packed with antioxidants, very high in what's called the ORAC scale, which measures antioxidants. And antioxidants are great because they fight off those nasty free radicals, which cause disease and premature aging.
Free radicals.
We do not want that.
We don't even want
that glass right there has about 320 calories, which is a lot of calories that you could swallow in a matter of seconds, as opposed to if you eat the whole fruit, which nutrition-wise is always a better plan of action. The whole fruit is only 100 calories and takes quite a bit of time, if you've ever eaten a pomegranate, to eat.
Seed by seed by seed.
But it's fun to eat it. And actually it's a good thing because it slows you down.
My last one is not a food, it's not a supplement, and because I'm an exercise physiologist, of course I had to throw in exercise, and what I am telling you is to get those sneakers on and get out there and do something.
Drink more water. Did you know that over 60% of our bodies consist of water? Our organs, our muscles, our skin need water to function properly. Water also helps boost and maintain our metabolism, it helps flush unwanted toxins, and it keeps us feeling energized and fresh. The recommended daily water intake is 8 8-ounce glasses of water a day. I'm Dr. Janet Brill. Stay tuned for regular tips on nutrition here on The Balancing Act. Favorite saying now is an apple a day keeps the cardiologist away, because an apple is such a beautiful food. It's low in calories, it's filling, it's easy to carry around, but it also contains 2 key ingredients that are very good for your heart. We have an epidemic of overweight and obesity in this country, which is a huge problem because that's a major risk factor for coronary artery disease, the #1 killer of men and women in this country. The fear factor is just not there for heart disease like it is for breast cancer, and I think that it's important that women know that, that looking at the odds, one in 30 women will die of breast cancer, 1 in 3 will die of cardiovascular disease.
With me today is nutritionist Dr. Janet Brill, author of Cholesterol Down. You're here to introduce Walden Farms. Now, you wrote the book, the Bible, on how to reduce cholesterol. You have a doctorate in nutrition. How is it possible these products can be calorie-free?
Well, it's really quite amazing. What Walden Farms does is they take natural ingredients and they concentrate them. So they take fine herbs and spices and aged fine vinegars and they
the stuff
concentrate
that has the flavor.
The flavor, exactly, but without the calories. So they're calorie-free. It's really amazing. Well, Boar's Head actually has over 27 products that are certified by the American Heart Association, meaning that they meet strict criteria for being low in saturated fat and cholesterol. So it's a great heart-healthy choice for lean protein. Well, I think one of the biggest concerns is making sure that your kids get in enough calcium, bone-building calcium. So you want to add in, for example, in these sandwiches, you have Boar's Head. They're both made with Boar's Head cheese, which is high in calcium and also a nice protein source. So that's a great
good way to round it out and make a balanced meal in
Throw
the
some
sandwich.
cheese in those sandwiches, Boar's Head cheeses.
Your book is non-medication formulas. Why do you do that? Why do you choose that route?
Well, actually, because I had, as a nutritionist dealing with patients, I started to notice that my patients were coming in asking me if there was a natural way to get their cholesterol down, because either they weren't ready to take a statin drug, which is a lifetime medication, something you need to take every day the rest of your life, or else they had taken the drugs and had intolerable side effects. So they were asking me, how can I get my cholesterol down naturally? So I did some research, and I found some new cutting-edge science on natural combination therapy. Basically is when you take foods that have been scientifically proven individually to lower cholesterol and then combine them all together in a single day, magnifies the cholesterol lowering effect such that it lowers your cholesterol to the extent of a statin drug. So that's kind of how I got into this whole thing.
We cannot continue like this. We cannot do this anymore. We cannot fix it once it's broke and continue on with the fix it once it's broke mentality, because we can't afford it. So all of us as a society, we have to change. We have to focus on prevention, because as a nation, we can do better, we will do better, and we must do better, because we simply can't afford to fix it once it's broke.